What is it?
Quiet on the set!
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
In the words of Nicholas Burrows, minimalism is not the lack of something, it's just the perfect amount of something. Minimalism is more than just about possessions. It is focusing and committing into the fundamentals, instead of wasting time, money, and energy on the details. Committing to the basics and mastering the fundamentals can be hard though. As Corbett Bard says, people waste too much time debating edge cases. What are those? Edge cases are the what ifs and maybes of the minor details. The things that might take 2% different, but most of it just distracts us from the real work that's making 80% of that difference. When you eliminate everything that is unnecessary, there are no things to hide. And you're left with just the basics. And as you've seen throughout this video, minimalism can be approached to basically anything, from consumption to goals and schedules or task, design, and so on and so forth. And for that, we need to ask ourselves why we want the things we don't actually need. And for this, I want to mention something that is called the diode effect, to help explain why we want the things we don't need. The effect states that obtaining a new possession often creates a spiral of consumption, which leads you into buying more new things. As a result, we end up buying ourselves things that we didn't need at the beginning. The effect is named after Dennis Diderot, the co-founder and writer of the encyclopedia, who experienced a large windfall of wealth after basically living his entire life in poverty. Shortly after, Dennis acquired a new scarlet robe. That is when everything went downhill. Dennis' scarlet robe was so beautiful, immediately noticed how out of place it seemed when surrounded by the rest of his common possessions. He soon felt the urge to buy more things to match his new scarlet robe. He replaced his old rug for a new one. He decorated his entire home with beautiful and really expensive sculptures. He got himself a better kitchen island and a new mirror. These reactive purchases have become known as the diode effect. You can spot similar behavior in many other areas of life. For example, you buy a new dress and now you need new earrings and maybe a new pair of high heels to match. Or if you're a parent, you buy your kid a new American doll and find out that there is more accessories for dolls than you ever thought there were. Or you buy a new couch and now the rug doesn't match, or the coffee table, and it all has to go. Or if you're like me, you got yourself the new iPhone and now you think you want the new Apple Watch, although the one that you have works perfectly fine. Life has a natural tendency to become filled with more. We are rarely looking to downgrade or simplify or eliminate things. Our natural inclination is always to get more, accumulate, add in. And so here is why you should downgrade to a minimalistic lifestyle in order to upgrade your overall way of living. Why minimalism? Not only will minimalism save you time, money, and resources, it's also an important ingredient to success. If you want to be more productive, more focused, more creative, and exercise better willpower, it's essential that you absorb the principles of minimalism. People often say that they want options, but when it comes to get things done, however, options aren't always a good thing. When everything is a possibility, it actually becomes harder to choose one, right? This is the paradox of choice. Meanwhile, when we place a constraint in ourselves, it can become much easier to take that decision or get something done. So, if it sounds so simple, how to be a minimalist? The simplest way to get better is to eliminate distractions. Let's look at a quick example. This is George R.R. Martin's minimalistic way of writing. George is the best-selling author of the fantasy series A Song of Ice and Fire. The first book in the series, called A Game of Thrones, has also been turned into a blockbuster television series by HBO. First season of the show was nominated for 13 Emmy Awards. The epic 7-part series that hasn't even been finished yet has already sold more than 25 million copies. Martin has written over 2 million words for this series. What does he use to churn out all of this amazing quantity of work? He writes his novels in a program that most people have never even heard of. and that is WordStar 4.0. To give you an idea of how ancient this program is, here is a screenshot of what it looks like. George is selling more books than nearly anyone in this planet, and his computer cannot even send an email. So, do you actually need the new MacBook? Like, actually? I hope this video was helpful in your journey into minimalism. And if you have any questions or more ideas about it, don't hesitate and leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like the video, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing, since I'm going to be doing more content like this very soon. That is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.